I have seen online people have been doing the I am Charlie, and I totally get that sentiment, right? It's, especially that it harkens back to the Je suis Charlie back in 2015, a rallying cry around free speech. But I think we can go deeper, and I think we can go more American, right? Than I am Charlie, than we, right? If it's not about finding the next Charlie, it's about picking up his legacy. That all of us, not individually, but together, we the people, we are Charlie, we are Christian, we are American. What's up, you guys? I'm gonna skip normal intro and just go straight into this, right? And so it's the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination, and I'm not over it, right? And maybe it's because I'm a political, maybe because I'm a YouTuber, commentator, covering this type of coverage all the time, and so I'm in gulf in this situation, right? But I think it goes deeper than that. I think we are seeing a 9/11 type of an event, right? Or something to the effect where it goes deep. It is like resonating with a lot of people, right? And so, harkening back to the day of, this is coming from Manatomis on X. He writes, "Why is this affecting us so much? I think I know, but I can't articulate it well enough to say that's it. Everyone I speak to, we're all just hit hard emotionally." And this is my response, again, during the day of. It's a crisis event. We have seen violence, children and women as of late. That was senseless evil. But this was an execution, a public assassination. We have been in spiritual warfare for some time now, and it has officially become kinetic. This was an attack on every God-fearing Christian American. Charlie just took the first bullet for us. May Jesus already accepted Charlie into heaven, because we're going to need his intercession in this chaotic era. 100%, right? This has been an attack on every God-fearing Christian American, because it's now revealing, you know, the aftermath of what this really is, right? Like how much evil there is that's going on, let alone like it allegedly, again, days after we're finding out the shooter, it was in a relationship with a transgender person, all this stuff, that aside, but like that ideology is destructive in itself. But the real litmus test here, right, is not that if you agree with Charlie, right? The litmus test was if you saw the video up close of Charlie, if you were horrified, right? If you were human enough to understand, like, yo, we're done, you know, like this is beyond crossing the Rubicon now, right? That you have a soul still, like you still have your humanity, because the litmus test is for the other side. This is where you don't pass, is that you are laughing about this, right? You are glorifying this. You are rejoicing. You are celebrating this to the point where you're making memes like debate this with his blood gushing out of his neck. Bro, you guys are evil. Y'all are demonic. And so when I said this is an attack on every God-fearing Christian American, 100%. 100%. Like, how do we negotiate with people who are like this, let alone what this means, right? If I debate you, if you disagree, if I disagree with your thing, it's okay for my extermination. That's what this image alludes to, right? Like, talking about the aftermath, right? You know, putting aside we're up against the demonic spiritual warfare, right? Like, bro. But where do we go from here, right? I have seen online people have been doing the I am Charlie, and I totally get that sentiment, right? It's especially that it harkens back to the Je suis Charlie back in 2015, a rallying cry around free speech. But I think we can go deeper, and I think we can go more American, right? And to me, right, the I am Charlie, while I get that sentiment, right, it is like, yo, Charlie worked he is his own legendary person, right? I can't operate on his wavelength, right? The level of tenacity, mental capacity, I don't know. But like spiritual warfare and spiritual fortitude, I believe I am on par, if not more. Like, yo, as a Catholic, in nomine Patris et Filii Spiritus Sancti, I think I got that part, right? But what can make this more American than I am Charlie, than we, right? If it's not about finding the next Charlie, it's about picking up his legacy. That all of us, not individually, but together, we the people, we are Charlie, we are Christian, we are American. And it is about that. That's how we defeat all this, right? Again, this isn't about left versus right anymore. This is about good versus evil at this point, right? And what's also funny is that the left, this was actually a talking point in 2024, getting the soul of America, right? And that was a litmus test here. This is the saving grace. Other people mentioned this. Maybe the legacy of turning Charlie Kirk is the turning point USA, and this is the turning point of the USA, right? Yeah, bro, like, if you laugh, if you rejoice, if you glorified, celebrated his assassination, y'all don't got a soul, right? So this is very much for the soul of America, for God-fearing Christian Americans, right? We the people, we are Charlie, right? And I think one last point to make it clear is we went from E pluribus unum to his motto, in illo uno unum. From many one to in the one, we are one. And I think how providential is that we need to be not only as American, but we have to be Christian. And I can hear it now, like, oh, Christian nationalism, yeah, whatever. Christ is king. I don't care. We're in this situation because people have lost faith in Christ. Like I said, this isn't about left versus right. This is about good versus evil. And you are laughing about an assassination, right? You have lost your soul. So in order to us to gain that soul of America, you gotta be Christian to understand the soul of America. I'll leave it there. In God we trust. Jesus, I trust in you. In te confido y Jesus. Follow me on Instagram at Hey Mitch Mitch, on Twitter, Maverick Mitch, and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace, peace, peace be with you. Ikamas pero totuo.